Good morning! I know my hair looks crazy. We're getting ready for the day, but I have to show you before we start our day. Today's Sunday. I mean, it just looks crazy. There's the island's covered. I didn't do dishes. My planner's out getting ready for the day. Coffee. And then this lovely mess down here, which we were cleaning the shop yesterday. And that's all of our sorting that we were working on last night with bolts, nuts, washers, wing nuts, everything. So we're gonna take you on us with our day of resetting the house. I've got some cooking to do that I'm gonna share. We've got rabbits to process. Don't know how much of that we're gonna show. And we're gonna do some garden prep today because next weekend we're going to be planting onions, lettuce, and spinach. And I will show you guys what we use to plan out when we plant stuff in our growing area. Y'all too. Come on. Come on, bitch. Hey, Charlie. Oh. We don't have to go in there to the babies. We're going to see if the babies will come out today. Yeah, it was no joke. It's all about that feed, huh? Alright, so our babies are probably, I don't know.
Kentucky, why are you in the maternity ward?
Because I opened the door. We've been letting them kind of get to know each other. One of them's ventured out already. We're just trying to give them some time together to see how they act. They're all on the same feed. They're all in the same water. So
Yeah, probably gonna try and get the truck over here today and move this coop back onto some grass.
yeah,
It's pretty dry, and I got new tires finally. So,
should be good.
and if that's the case, then it'll be a lot easier to let them out in here with them, take the coop out, move it, and then we can move the piece back in here.
Yeah. Train's here. My baby.
That one the boy or the girl?
What do you think? I can't see from here.
You're a girl.
We
It's a
ended
girl.
We ended up with one boy and one girl. We'll weigh them a little bit later. You're so cute, though. You're so cute, though. Okay, so we got into this question yesterday. Do you think of an Easter bunny with down floppy ears or sticking up ears? I was looking at Holland Lops because we would love to make places out here where people can come and do pictures, because my sister always talks about how pretty it is, and they took some Christmas pictures a couple of years ago out here and they turned out great. But we want, make sure that door's shut so snow pushes open. We want to have areas out here where people can come and take pictures.
She's the other one.
Mine.
Where are you going? Yeah. You're a boy. You want to fight me. I get it. How about now? How about now?
But I think they should have floppy ears. I think Holland Lops are really cute for pictures. But he thinks like this is an Easter bunny. Or maybe like Bandit's an Easter bunny.
I think Bandit will be a great Easter bunny.
And it'll just be, once we get them, I'd rather get them really young and work with them sitting and and being handled and stuffed more. But oh my god, that face is so stinking cute.
So you can even see it with these two versus those 7. When we hold those 7 over there, they will not do this. These 2 have already been handled a lot more than the other back
Except
has.
Dot. Dot got
Excluding
handled
Dot.
a lot.
She gets handled a lot, but that's why she's down there by herself now.
And she gets a wild hair where she's like, will you pick me up, please? But yeah, because there's just been the 2 of those, and this is Snow's second litter with us, she already knows we're going to go in and handle and pick them up. He is so mad. I wish you could see his face. He is just
grumpy.
Looks so grumpy. But yeah, so we're looking into getting some rabbits to take pictures with, or for people to take pictures with that can be loaned out or rented out or whatever, that are trained. But yeah, floppy ears or stand-up ears, or very disgruntled bunny, because you are so stinking cute. Alright, so we bought the 3 bags of garden soil. We have been adding to all of the beds the rabbit manure with the straw and everything that's collected underneath them for the last, well, we did it Friday, but we've always added to these beds. And so today we're going to turn it all up and add the garden soil in. We're only working on this big bed right here, and we're working on where he's working, because the coming weekend we'll add in onions and spinach and lettuce.
My father-in-law got us this thing, and it's supposed to be for weed removal, but it's never been very good at that, but it makes her a great hand tiller. I'm just kind of breaking up this top layer, because when you have dirt just sitting out in the rain, past it makes it real hard. So if I break it up now before we add dirt to the top of it, we'll come back and we'll mix it all in real good. Should. Makes it real nice. So this is the bed we tried to grow garlic in, and none of it took.
No, we had like 1. I ended up finding 1.
Yeah, it didn't take very well. But it is actually entirely filled with, there's sticks and leaves at the bottom. But then the dirt is actually, we just dug a hole over there, took the dirt from over there and brought it over here. So this is actually just our ground dirt with, I think we put some, it's got some rabbit fertilizer, or some rabbit droppings, it's got some chicken droppings. But
yeah, this is the first bed we got. And this was a pallet that
this had reams of paper shipped on it.
Yeah.
So her
stepmom
works at a plant that makes envelopes, so they get these gigantic wheels of paper. This shipped with 4 of them on it.
And she was like, hey, you want these? And we'll never turn down things like this.
Yeah. I actually brought home, so I work for a firearms manufacturer, and we make our own barrels. Well, the company that provides us the steel that we make those barrels out of sends it in some really nice crates that they make for us that have 2x12s on the sides and 3/4 inch thick plywood on top and bottom. So I brought home, I think, 3 of those that I broke down for materials that I'm going to build a workbench out of, and then it'll just be a bunch of good wood. It's all pressure treated. Yeah, that'll need 1 more.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and do this one, and we may be able to take the other half, because I don't think this is going to need. But this is got fresh from Friday. Manure, straw. So we use...
This is the one I grew tomatoes in last year.
Yes.
I planted, one of my coworkers gave me one of her tomatoes from her garden, and I just cut it in quarters and planted it in here.
And it did okay until we had a frost that just riddled it.
Really late in the season when I did it. I think I probably planted that in August. Yeah, August, maybe early September. So, you know, it didn't really ever have a fighting chance, but I was like,
So we were just trying to see.
I'm going to spread that around to see.
We're great.
See if that's enough. So this one was already full.
It's about halfway.
Yeah. Update, the chickens all still seem to be getting along fine.
Yeah.
No crazy squawking or crying going on over there.
We figured it was okay to not like directly supervise them because they're literally, what, maybe 10 yards away from us?
Yeah, 10, 20 yards, something like that.
So they're all getting along. We figured if we started hearing them fuss and anything, we could just go over there and wrangle them up and put them away.
No, they only pull back.
I don't think so. I don't want to overwhelm it because I don't want to, once we start putting it in.
Okay.
Where would you put it? It's all filled up. This is not getting the side. So last year, and I don't know if we ever did a video on them, the reason why these are so high is because one of them is going to be used for potatoes. So we'll be able to add more on it to build up like a potato tower.
Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll plant the potatoes at this height. Well, in that one. But we'll plant the potatoes, and then once the plant gets up about that tall, we'll add another layer of boards all the way around and more dirt, which then encourages the plant to grow taller and thus gives it more root. Potato is a root vegetable. More root equals more potato, ideally.
So that's the plan. So we went ahead and did all of them that way. We have 4 of these planter boxes, but we're only working on this one today.
And the sides on all these are actually made out of the lids for the long boxes that are closest to you.
I don't think you can see those in that.
Well, if you, we'll show them to you at some point. But yeah, these are just made out of the lids from those, which were incidentally came from our father-in-law's
Place of employment.
Where they shipped in some really long tubes, tube heaters. He got some gigantic industrial heaters to go in their workshop, and that's what they shipped in.
So because we add so much of our own organic stuff, like the chicken, not chicken, why do I keep saying chicken?
The rabbit droppings.
The rabbit droppings, their hay that's been in there with them, stuff that's off the property that has grown and like decomposed, all of these beds are filled with it. So we don't, like this was just, be honest, the cheapest stuff we could find at Walmart. Because we definitely believe that we can do this if we maintain it. We're also going to be doing like rabbit poop tea, where we'll just put rabbit poop into water and spray the plants with it to fertilize it more. So this was $4.97 for the 2 cubic feet at Walmart. And guys, our seeds are from Dollar Tree. They were 4 packets.
4 packs for $1.25 a seed. Now, you don't get a ton of seeds in that pack, but it's probably the best deal out there in seeds as far as I know anyway.
And then, so if you look, a couple of our seed packets are burpee seeds that we got at Dollar Tree. They are 2 for $1. They are the same burpee seeds that are at Atwood on burpee. Just what it is it's smaller quantities. It's not got nothing to do with the condition of the seeds. It's just the amount in there. So yeah, realistically, you have to buy double the amount, if not, depending on.
But just for example, with the tomatoes, you know, there's probably in that one little, what is that, 30 or 45 cent packet, 40 cent packet of seeds for cherry tomatoes we're planted. Realistically, we need 4, maybe 6 cherry tomatoes in there.
Yeah.
4 would probably be ideal. And, you know, there's 40 seeds in that packet. We're going to put 6 holes, 8 holes, put 2 or 3 in each one, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I honestly believe we could in-ground garden out here, which is what we tried to do over there when we first did this.
Yeah.
It's just a lot to keep up with. We had a lot of other stuff going on as well, and we just went too big over there.
Mm-hmm.
But I honestly think, and I'm going to do corn over here where the greenhouse used to be.
And then in the A-frame, we're doing in-ground cucumbers and Roma tomatoes.
Yeah.
Because that did great last year with our cucumbers. So we're going to do it again. So some of it's in-ground, some of it's containers.
But if we get to the point where it's like, we need to grow more, we want to grow more, I definitely think we could do in-ground out here. It just takes a lot more effort to maintain. For example, ton of water over here.
Mm-hmm.
So it has to have trenches in it for that water to run into or it'll drown the plants.
We still had a ton drowned our first year.
We did. We lost a ton of plants. The only thing we grew really well was cucumber, squash, and zucchini that year. And we had...
And the following year.
We did a couple 100 pounds of cucumber that first year. We had like 12 plants. It was obnoxious. But
same with cucumbers last year. So we've had 3 growing seasons since we've been here. And first year, squash and zucchini and cucumbers. Occasional tomatoes. Second year, cucumbers. Third year, cucumbers. But I only planted. So one of our biggest challenges, and we knew it was coming, was I was not going to do a ton of gardening because I started watching our nephew, and our nephew was super small. So we're talking less than a year old. So it was going to be one of those things that I was putting him on my back and taking him, and we did it for a little bit. We made it with the cucumbers, and we had a freak tomato plant that just showed up out of nowhere that we assumed were seeds left over from the chickens. But this year, he's much bigger, and he loves to be out here, and this is why we have basically his playground out here, so that I can be out here working and everything while he's playing, and he loves to just dig in the dirt. So this year goal was to successfully grow 5 plants. And I think we're planting double. So, see how it goes this year. At this tree, and he started snipping, and I noticed that thing was moving. So, we got a shovel out. We're going to see if we can't just pry the rest of it out. Well, I mean, where'd those sensors go? What's this?
they're in the chair. The swing, right there.
The swing, okay. So it's just some roots I need to snip on that boat or what? Okay, so let me show you why I hate this tree. Is because I'm the one always out here with the kids. And look at the thorns on that. And it's covered. This is all the way down. And it's every branch. So if a stick falls, I have to make sure I pick it up. Because I don't want any of the kids that come out here, nieces, nephews, even my own kids, used to love to climb trees and everything. You just can't climb this tree. I think we're getting to the point where we've got it trimmed up. Like, we'll have to trim this up, but we try to keep it pretty trimmed up so the kids can come in. This is actually just a broken branch and some smaller branches that we need to just clean up. But yeah.
Remember, always wear your safety Crocs when working in the yard.
Okay. I don't know, Croc.
Well, that's exciting to have that thing.
Right?
Still sticking. Okay. So I need you to put the shovel under that. Lift it up as high as you can so I can cut it a little bit deeper. You're a dick.
Oh, that was recorded. That's hilarious. Oh my goodness.
I know that's terrible for my chain, but I sharpened my own chain. It'll be alright.
So we don't do any, we came over here to check on babies because we heard some noises, and it's actually one trying to fly underneath it, which is goofy. But we were watching. So our chickens dig holes. We don't put anything in here to help them dust. We don't put sand or ash or anything. They just dig holes, and we don't mind. It's a little pain in the butt. The longer we leave them, the bigger the holes. But they're gonna get moved today. But that's Ghost, and Hawk's gonna try to jump on top of them while they're in the hole. You big cheater! Get out of the way. But Ghost is in that hole dusting. She'll get real big and fluffy. Hawk is just all about it. He's still in the show. Big old guy.
Big boy, get out the way. Thank you.
But yeah, Ghost is down in there. Kentucky's behind her, and she's just going to try to wedge herself in there. I've seen 3 or 4 of them in that hole here recently.
They're just going to get down there with their claws and their beaks, and they'll break up the dirt. And then they'll get poofy. You can see Ghost doing it right now. She's breaking it up and then rolling herself in it. They're just getting all of that dust and dirt into their feathers, and that's how they keep mites and other shit from building up in there. Yeah, Ghost is all about it today.
Yeah. And that's dirt, super cool. And yeah. Coco is in love with this small cage. And so she keeps going in there and trying to, I guess, hang out with the babies, and the babies aren't having it. They seem to be doing okay. So I think we're actually going to get rid of or take the coop out when we move them today. They've been in this spot for probably a month and a half, if that.
Oh, no. Nowhere near. I don't even think we're 3 weeks in yet.
But it's time to move them. We're going to try to move them more often to get stuff aerating and everything, because the longer we leave them, the more compact it gets. But yeah, we just thought y'all should see how our chickens dust themselves. Alright guys, well, we're done with our processing of rabbits. We did 7 altogether. Our total starting weight was 21.37 pounds, and our end weight was 9.27 pounds. Which, I mean, we lost over half. I mean, we knew we would lose quite a bit. Our highest weighing rabbit was 3.47 pounds. Our lowest one was 2.8. Yeah, or 2.8 pounds. And I can't really say that it was based on what they weighed, because we got one that was 2.19 pounds, and it finished out at 1.19, and then the one that was 2.8 finished out at 1.22. Mm-hmm. It's all per rabbit. Everybody looked healthy.
Yeah.
Lungs were pink. Livers and kidneys were bright red. We didn't see any issues. We still couldn't figure out whether they were males or females. That's just not going to be our thing. So I'm not sure if we'll ever sell rabbits because we can't gender them to save our lives. I butchered one by myself. Well, with his help, he showed me the process. If I were to butcher one by myself, I've got the gist of it. Doing one today. Trust me, butchering a deer is a whole heck of a lot easier than butchering a rabbit.
I don't know about that. There's just a lot more of a deer.
I think that's why. And we had
It's
the
same
rabbit.
process, so
We had the rabbit swinging from a tree. Like, we need to make a stand. Sorry if anybody gets traumatized from this, but yeah, they were doing like we do a chicken, hanging from a rope.
So,
They are easier than chickens though. So, but he made a point before we started recording because we were waiting for the train, so we were just kind of chit chatting. The buck of this litter was a small breed, and mom was a small breed, so we knew they would be small. But I also think, based on what I've been reading over the last couple of days and doing this butchering process, I was not feeding enough, and that's my fault. I was just filling the bowls. I need to be a little more proactive in giving the right amounts that are stated on bags and in books and all stuff. Everything's supposed to get a certain amount, and I probably, as a big litter that they were, was not giving enough and relying on giving them straw as a supplement when, I mean, you're still supposed to do that, but they're also still supposed to have a certain amount of pellets. So going forward with the litter we have the 2 little ones, and then the ones that will be delivered in a couple of weeks, we're gonna up their feed appropriately. So yeah, it's just making some changes and adjustments and going from here with the next litter. We're gonna leave Dot right now until maybe she's a little bigger and we can tell whether she's a boy or a girl. Like, if she's actually a boy, then we'll have to process her because we don't need another male.
Yeah. 2 is plenty.
Yeah. So what we do once we move them is we just walk it and see what gaps are there. Our door realigned because the latch wasn't really working, so we were just kind of shutting it without latching it, and it was doing okay. But so we didn't go as far as I thought we did. That's actually where their coop was, which is fine. And so all of this is fresh dead grass and leaves and stuff. But yeah, that's how we move them. Yeah, it's not too hard when we're using the truck or the tractor. We used to put these wheels down, but one of the times we did it, it just didn't seem to do anything. It was bending the wheels out, so we've just kind of drug it. But now they'll get to make new holes. Alright, we just finished up grounding our very last hindquarter. So they were able to harvest 3 deers this season. The first one he harvested
October
October
26th.
26th.
And today is March 9th. So
Yep.
excluding the steaks that we had for Valentine's Day, and I think we've bought 2 pork roasts since then.
And
Or
chicken.
beef roasts, beef roasts,
Mhm.
sorry. No?
No.
So no, we've just bought the steaks then on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it was only beef products we
So
bought.
the only beef we've bought since we started processing these deer, right at the end of October, has been all our red meat has been deer. And with these 9 pounds here, that'll be the end of that for the season.
Yep.
But we made it 3 months and some change. So that's pretty good. 4 months and some change. Yeah, 4 months and some change. Into February, 4 months. So pretty good.
Yeah.
And then we gave away a hind quarter, a back strap. My son took a bunch of stuff from his deer, and a decent amount of ground we gave away as well.
Yes.
So that was really good. It'll be exciting next season. This was my first season to hunt. I've never hunted before. Decided I was gonna pick it up over the summer. Bought a crossbow, built a rifle, bought some camo, bought a license, went out and figured it out, and put 3 of them in the freezer. So
One of those was our son's.
yeah, that's true.
This
He
is
got
his
one.
first year too.
Yep. He saw me out there having all the fun with my crossbow, so he borrowed his grandfather's rifle and came out there and ruined all my fun for November. But
Did not. They each got one.
we had a great time.
They
Yep.
each got one.
I got one with crossbow. I got my little unicorn. Where's this for?
I don't know where you put your.
It's up here. I know where it's at. I got my little unicorn buck. It's funny, the legal limit to make him a buck is 3 inches above the hairline, which is right there. So he was a buck by a ½ inch, unfortunately. But yeah.
But I guess now we get to switch to beef. Now we have bought chicken.
Yeah.
We have bought pork products. The only thing that we have not bought were any beef products other than the steaks on Valentine's Day. And we have bought some briskets. We have bought at least one brisket
Yeah,
that
we
I
bought a
can.
brisket.
Because it was a really good deal. I have been making venison breakfast sausage. So, like breakfast patties, quite regularly. So, these get used for more than just dinner. Yeah, we've been using them for everything. We use them for stew meat. We use them for fajitas. So, yeah, it was just, and I have yet to taste the difference in my eyes. It's cooked the same way. It's
There's
seasoned the
definitely
same
been
way.
things that I could tell a difference when I've eaten it in the past with beef, but it's nothing astronomical. But I could tell from time to time with various things. But it was never something that was enough to turn off to not eat it.
And it was never gamey.
Yes.
So he went into this and he was like, you got to make it not taste gamey. He got really young ones that just didn't have a chance to be gamey or what. But none of them were gamey. The 2 does were quite small. His buck was the biggest one that we got.
Yep.
So, I mean, I'd have to go back and do some tracking to see how much meat we actually harvested out of everything. Because the first one was the only one we weighed everything.
Yeah. If I had to guess, we probably 80 pounds.
Oh, I think more than that.
Somewhere between 80 and 100 pounds out of the 3 deer of meat we actually put in the freezer, so to speak. It's pretty solid. She did, while we were grinding this, she was like, well, now you gotta go find a hog. So let's sit down tonight and make a post in the Facebook group here locally and see if somebody's got some hogs running around so I can figure out how to butcher one of them one of these weekends. I got big enough bullets for that.
But this is the end of our day. We still got a couple of things we've got to pick up, and I still have to make breakfast for the week. But other than that, we're done for the day. And I'm pooped. It's
We're cooked.
6:38
right now?
Yeah, it's late. Way later than I anticipated everything would take us. But we've gotten so much stuff done today. And
And yesterday. We
Yeah.
got a bunch done this weekend. So.
Yeah, it's been a good weekend. But we're done.
So we'll catch you guys next time.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.